All right, and we are back in the lobby bar for the week of September the 26th, 2022. Brian and Michaela here coming to you. And Michaela, last week we made a pumpkin spice martini, which officially sent us into full-on fall mode. So I hope you brought something else fall-y and delicious for us in the lobby bar today because I'm excited. Weather's cooling down. It's a good time.
It is a good time. And it is a good time for all things apple cider. It
Mm,
is amazing apple picking time here in the, I don't know, I guess we're close to both the Appalachian Mountains and the Smoky Mountains. And
hmm
the cooler time makes you want to go do crazy things like wear flannel and go pick apples, look like a lumberjack. It's a whole thing up here, down here in the South. And I came across this recipe for cider mimosa, which
Okay.
I think is an amazing thing for all folks that would like to have a fall festive brunch, or anyone who just really wants a change from the regular mimosa. And so, again, it's two ingredients, super easy to make.
Okay.
You just take some apple cider and you add it to a glass of sparkling wine. Now, you can use full on champagne, but you could also do Prosecco. You could do, a Californian sparkling wine. It doesn't really matter as long as it has bubbles in it and it's what you like. You know me and my basicness. I love me some Wycliffe. It is a $6 sparkling wine. I think it's out of California and it's real cheap, but it gets the job done. And if you're gonna add things to it, you don't need to be spending $60 on like Veuve Le Couclot or whatever that stuff's called.
Wow.
So what I
Veuve
did,
Clicquot. Yeah, don't spend
yeah,
any
that's
money on that because your cider, and when we say cider, we don't mean like a hard cider, no Angry Orchard woodchuck cider in
correct.
this. We're talking about like an unfiltered apple cider that you get from your apple cidery or in the front section of your grocery store, which is all
Yes.
you see now when you go in there. And yeah, definitely don't use something expensive because an unfiltered apple cider is a pretty cloudy, pretty appley kind of thing. So you're not going to get a ton of like those like fancy champagne notes anyways. You're just going to get a lot of kind of that aeration, a little bit of the breadiness, and some of the sweetness from that.
Absolutely. And if you want to be real fancy, you can rim your mimosa glass with sugar and cinnamon. You can
Oh.
top it with a little bit of cinnamon or nutmeg on top, just to give it an extra fall feel. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen, and people of all the people should be having cider mimosas this fall.
Everyone
They're
should have
tasty.
a everyone should have a cider mimosa this fall and maybe all year round. Maybe we'll do the cider mimosa all year round. That sounds good to me, and that sounds great before we go in and see a movie. And what were people seeing over the weekend? Actually had a pretty good box office over the weekend. Don't Worry, Darling led the way with $19.2 million, followed by The Woman King at second with just over 11, and the Avatar re-release pulls in $10 million to come in third. Avatar is still making money hand over fist, but Don't Worry, Darling, Michaela, $19.2 million. I think it was the biggest release since I think Nope, I think was the
Yeah.
last biggest weekend release. So pretty good. A lot of turmoil and some questions revolving around this movie, but didn't seem to dissuade people too much.
I mean, I'm glad in a way because again, Florence Pugh, we keep talking about how amazing she is, and I've not seen Don't Worry, Darling yet, but it's probably still a reason why I'm gonna end up seeing this because I love everything that she touches. And Chris Pine, I mean, he's amazing in pretty much almost everything he touches. Okay, everything except maybe Wonder Woman 2. But he was amazing in that. So I think that even the reviews that are still kind of lukewarm on this, they're saying that it didn't quite deliver the bang and the power punch that we were thinking it would. I'm really glad to see that it's doing well because I think it'll be a fun ride. Maybe not Oscar worthy because kind of the Oscar buzz has died around this, but I still think it's going to be worthy to see.
Yeah, yeah. I think any of the Oscar buzz died a hot fiery death with all of the drama going around this one. But yeah, $19.2 million, still pretty good. Still excited to see it. And like you said, Florence Pugh is amazing. Probably worth the $19 million just to go and see her act for a couple hours. So go check that out. Let us know if it is any good. If we need to go out and see it. If you had a chance to check it out, let us know if you went and saw the Avatar re-release because I was interested to see how that did. $10 million. People just can't stop seeing Avatar. People like to do two things. They like to complain that they don't like Avatar, and they also like to go watch Avatar. So that is, I guess that's what you get, James Cameron. Keep making that money.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I have no words. I'm so surprised that it has done as well as it has. And yet, I'm kind of not, because when Avatar came out the first time, I mean, people saw it 10 times. It was like Star Wars. And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it 10 times. I think I saw it once. I mean, I know I at least saw it once because I remember seeing it, but I don't think I was one of those folks. And I don't know. Are you gonna sit in a movie theater for 3 hours to rewatch this movie?
I don't know. I saw it in the theater once, and it was a pretty amazing theatrical experience because the 3D was awesome. And I don't really like 3D stuff, but Avatar did 3D so well, so interesting. So if it's playing in 3D, I might be tempted to go check it out on
Mm.
an afternoon screening just to kind of relive that experience and get me back in the world of Avatar, I guess, as we get closer to the release of the new one, which is obviously what this was gearing up to do. And make 10 million more dollars because it needed 10 million more dollars to throw on top of its billions. But yeah, definitely might be interested in checking it out, and definitely interested in seeing what the new one has to offer for us. So we'll have to wait and see on that one though, because that's not coming out this week. What is coming out this week, Michaela? We've got two wide releases. One I know we're both probably pretty excited about seeing it. It looks pretty great, and that is Bros, which is a romantic comedy coming from that I don't even. It's like the production company, like Seth Rogen and them, like started up, I think. So coming from that same camp, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty great. Billy Eichner's in it, and he is hilarious. So what do you think, Bros? Yeah, gonna go check that one out, Michaela?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna see it. I don't know. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the theater. I love that we are getting more comfortable with our man romantic. I don't know how to say it, like our bromance comedies. I remember when they first there was sort of a stream of them that happened in the mid 2000s. And it was kind of one after another, and it really kind of cracked open this whole
Hmm.
genre. So I'm excited about it. I don't know if I'm going to make it into the theaters because we got a lot of other things to see, but I am excited. I love Seth MacFarlane. And I think it's his brother Luke is also in it, as well as Billy Eichner. So that's
Hmm.
exciting.
Yeah, so that we got that one coming out. We've got Smile coming out, which the poster for Smile is creepy. I'm watching the trailer right now. The girl in it, she has this very creepy looking smile, and eyes like she is going to do something pretty terrible. I don't know. It looks creepy as all get out. This could be more up my alley than some other more gory driven things as we're getting into the Halloween season. Sissa looks pretty good. Might be one worth checking out. I don't know. What do you think about Smile, Michaela?
Yeah, it looks terrifying. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
there
know.
you.
Again, this is one I don't know if I'm going to subject anybody else to see this in a theater with me because
Mm,
I will just scream and scream. But I think that the preview on this is amazing. It definitely make whoever did the preview, they should get a raise, get a promotion. They should do a lot of other previews because it terrified me and it made me really want to watch it. I really love the still work that's being sent out with the creepy smiles, all the people that are creepy smiling.
mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the fact that it's really a psychological horror, that's my jam. So I'm totally into it.
Yeah, that's right. So that one looks good. That one's going to be setting the tone here as we get into spooky season. And something else that sets the tone for spooky season for decades now. That is Poltergeist. It is a Fathom Events thing. So it's not playing everywhere. You'll have to check your local listings to see if that's playing. But that is what we are getting ready to go see as soon as we finish up these Apple Cider Mimosas, Michaela. Poltergeist, we're going to be talking about it on the main show this week. So keep an eye out for that. But very excited to rewatch Poltergeist. It's been several years and going to see it on the big screen. Probably never thought that was going to happen. So
Yeah.
definitely excited for that.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. And I am going to apologize now because even though I've seen this, I don't know how many times, I'm probably going to scream. Crazy,
Well,
crazy scream. I'm excited.
well, I'm gonna have to look at the seating arrangement for the movie theater, see if I can get a gap in there, so
Yeah,
my
definitely.
eardrums are safe. I'd be like, who is that? I don't know, but what I do know is that we need at least one more of these apple cider mimosas before we head in. So, Michaela, I'm going to you grab the Wycliffe, I guess, your favorite of sparkling premium bubbles, and I will grab a big jug of apple cider. We'll mix up another one of these, and we will talk to everyone next time in the lobby bar.